In this episode of Run Free Training, stupid things that runners do. I'm gonna pull them from my own story, guys. Stupid thing I did, number one. Lost a mile race to Alan Webb when I was a senior in high school at Arcadia Invite. Took off my spikes, threw them on the ground. They ended up getting stolen. If you stole my spikes, I want my spikes back. Went for a 4-mile cool down on the roads barefoot.
Oh my gosh.
Beat that, Jay. What do you got?
That's
what you got?
awesome. Dumb things runners do. So we were talking about streaks. Like a lot of runners will go on these awesome streaks for years and years and years, and it'll be something like they had hernia surgery or they had a stress fracture, but they still got out and ran 1 mile to keep that magical streak alive. I have no idea why you would want to do that, but there's mine. What you got?
All right. Stupid thing I did, number two. Fasting on a break. Qualified for the 2012 Olympic Games. Decided to be a good idea to get God's input on my training, which was a good idea. Good heart, right? And that's the thing. We're kind of joking about this, guys. A lot of these things. It's like runners do stupid things with good intentions, though, right? Like my intentions were right. It's like I want to get right with God. I want His insight in my training, which was beautiful, perfect. I still want that, right? But how I went about doing that was all wrong. My timing was all wrong. Decided to fast for a week during my break. Came back skin and bones, super weak. My training just went to junk for the build-up before the London Games. Shot myself right in the foot.
All right, I got one. If we're going personal, here's mine. So this happens all the time with tons of people. Here's the mistake I made. I read a book. And then I decided, oh, this is the next thing. I got to try it. It was actually a good book. And you're right, I had good intentions. Oh, that's a good book, but this was a while before that.
Okay.
So it was Better Training for Distance Runners. Okay. Sebastian Coe, great book.
Love Sebastian.
Looked at Sebastian Coe's training. I was in amazing shape, and I was like, man, I'm gonna do what Sebastian did. So he had this cycle of like 2 weeks where he did a speed workout almost every day. And so I tried that in great shape. At the end of it, not so great shape.
All right. I'm feeling you. I got something on that same note. I also observed that the Kenyans train 3 times a day. Stanford University talked my coach Vin Lanana into letting me train 3 times a day. Got super fried. Had a terrible season that year.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. I've actually done that one as well. So while we're trying to one-up each other, here goes mine. So I decided my junior year in college, I was going to see how many miles I could run. So I averaged 140 miles a week for like 8 weeks. I ran 152 miles with a day off. Not a good idea to do that for cross-country season. Not even training for the marathon, just for 8K cross-country season.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, I got the opposite of that. All right. Signed up for 7 marathons, 7 days, 7 continents challenge, world marathon challenge. And my longest run leading up to that was 8 miles. Can you top that, Jay?
So I think I'm going to have to downgrade, and I'm going to have to pull from somebody else's experience because I got nothing on that. I wouldn't even try that. That's outside of unbelievable.
I got another one after that.
Yeah, but I got one that a lot of high school athletes that I've worked with, they have a bad race, they give me a phone call, they're like, Coach, I didn't run good today, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out and do another tempo run tonight.
Yo.
Not a good idea. Like, if you had a bad race today, what makes you think that a tempo run tonight is going to be better? And that's just ignoring the entire concept of rest and recovery.
Right.
Maybe you had a bad run today because your nutrition was off or you didn't sleep well, or maybe it's, a lot of times in those scenarios, it's just too hot.
Yeah.
It's too hot to run well. And so not taking like those conditions in mind of what's going on inside me, what's going on outside me, maybe you actually had a great race.
Right. Yep. So, and we see this all the time with summer training. It's like people over the summer, they're like, I suck, why am I running so slow? And you're like, dude, it's 90% humidity and 90 degrees outside.
20 degrees later, you're good to go.
Yeah. All right, so I got one on a similar vein that you were just on. Only the opposite thing happened. So had a great race at Boston, 2:04, and then decided I was so fit, I just take that fitness and just keep it going. Don't take a break. You don't need a break when you nail a big race. No. You just keep riding that fitness. Did that. Next marathon. Don't remember the next marathon because it wasn't memorable. That did not go well. My training went to crap after that, so not a good idea.
Yeah, that's the general thing that we keep talking about at Run Free is like you can't pick and choose the things that you want to tackle and be good at. Now, sure, you can have a season where you work on your weight training a little bit more or your long runs more, but that doesn't mean you're going to totally ditch another component of your training, or you're going to like try to only sleep 5 hours a night and see how that does, because it doesn't work.
Yes, totally, I'm with you. All right, last one, bringing it home with my home run swing here. So we're in Crested Butte, beautiful place. Ran my first ultra marathon here a couple months ago, and only ran 7 times in the 10 months leading up to that race. My last run before the race was like 3 miles, and that was a month before the race. Ran 45 miles with 7,000 feet of elevation gain in the race. 12 hours and 45 minutes. See if you can beat that time. So obviously not a good idea. Not training never works, Jay. I keep trying it. I'm trying it in different ways. It just never works.
We're gonna have to get you running some more.
Yeah,
you're gonna do that.
Run free training.
Yeah, you should.
Okay. That's the answer. That's the moral of the story is you need run free training.
That's right.